Salut à tous, on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour le 65e épisode sur Genshin Impact. Donc on va continuer la suite de la semaine dernière. Donc comme je vous avais dit à la fin de la vidéo, j'ai fait un peu le tour de la ville pour prendre à peu près tous les points de contrôle de téléportation que je pense qu'on pourra avoir besoin par la suite. Comme ça va nous aider à avancer un peu plus vite. Ok, donc là on doit aller par là-bas. Donc là on a un genre de petit parcours, on va essayer de loot en même temps.
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much time and I'll fly up with you and help you with those hard... by the way, Collei. That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord... Huh? Greater... Oh! Is that the name of the... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali. Then what? Well, and then... Huh? You're not too sure? Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, anyway, you two know... Wait, Amber? You mean... Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help... sorry. Paimon thought the work of outriders was a little different from... sorry. I would... It's alright, Collei. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber's, so... How do you know that we've met Amber? Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing in one letter. She mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious... I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day... so then... Yep, so please know that you two have my... I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some... That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Peter. Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want... So don't mention it. We are friends after... Alright, you both have my thanks. Well...
Allez, go. Hop.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved up... Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Or the name does seem to fit the statue. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out.
Ouais, j'ai dit ça au pif, hein, clairement. Ok.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Collei.
Hop. Bon, j'espère qu'on va pas reparler pendant 5 minutes.
Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing. Yay, food! Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Collei is a stranger and I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pot. Whoops!
Elle a fait tomber.
No, not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine. Those pitas are amazing! goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at... Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my... Yay! Thanks, Collei! It's... Oh! Collei, don't you... Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious... Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Anyway, because Master does a lot of research...
Oh, il y a beaucoup de conversations ce début de vidéo, j'espère que ça va aller un peu mieux par la suite.
Every time saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to. In fact, Master's the one who taught. Really? Paimon would have. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling. Why, oh why? Hey! Don't laugh! Hey! Now even Collei started to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget that... No! Don't touch me! Oh, sorry, Collei. Paimon didn't mean... No, I just... Collei, are you okay? What's the matter? No, I'm... I'm fine. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to... Huh? What was up with Collei just now? And why is she in such a hurry?
T'as fait une bêtise là, Paiement. Oh mince, je me suis mis ce clic.
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back.
Oh, Collei?
Oh, okay.
Bon, on va faire passer le temps. Alors 8 h demain matin. Hop. Nickel. Bon, si je pourrais arrêter de faire des conneries, ça m'arrangerait. Il y a trop de discussions hein, sur cet épisode.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Collei?
I came to check on Collei's condition.
You mean she's sick? How could she...
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sick Collei has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered...
So, Tainari, what's really wrong?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere.
Ah, misclic. Allez.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Collei told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Collei is not because of who you... Well, because, and honestly speaking, I was again... But she insisted, saying you two treated her...
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Collei?
Right. Ever since she was a child.
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, in its final stages, the disease strips a person of the...
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Collei seemed to be acting a little...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carried. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses.
On va devoir trouver le
Collei's
traitement, à
mother
mon avis.
still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Collei over to an organization.
What? The fertility...
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll say. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Collei and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was... However, Collei's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Collei is a resilient individual, and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience...
Oh, 10 minutes de conversation quasiment. Je ferai sûrement des ellipses.
Well said. I hope Collei once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendship.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of...
Well, it's not too serious at this point. Though, I must admit that Collei's condition was much more... She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical... Alright, now that I've told you about
Yeah, we'd like to do something...
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place.
No problemo.
Allez, go.
Let's go then. We'll be looking...
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilote Pala lotuses can be found all...
Si on peut se TP pour finir juste à côté, ça serait cool.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Nilote Pala lotus grows in the water. When fully mature, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and...
Perdre la vue là-dessus, c'est bête un peu.
There
Mais...
should be Nilote Pala lotuses growing. If you could manage together, we'll rendezvous here.
Alors il faut récolter 4. Ça doit être ça.
Alright, we've gathered enough Nilote Pala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Voilà.
Hey, Tainari!
Let me take a look. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling...
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. Let's go find out what's going on.
Allez, go.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at...
What's going on?
We just discovered a wither.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire...
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear...
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't...
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us...
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru range. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous... As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements...
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the...
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, All right, we typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville.
Bon, au moins, un pouvoir de persuasion. On va en ramasser un pour moi. Allez hop.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have oh, by my...
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look... Thank you. But I must warn you. Don't push... Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take... You ready then?
Ok, donc ça fait un peu comme avec la neige, où si on a la barre est trop haute, ça va nous causer des dégâts, je pense.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Ouais, c'est exactement ça en fait. Et ça nous permet de nous soigner, ok. Je comprends pas trop ce qu'il faut faire. Collecter des dents puis attaquer les branches. Comme ça? C'est ça des dents gros. Ah non mais avec ça du coup je dois peut-être taper ça. Voilà exactement. Bon ça a pris 2-3 minutes pour comprendre mais une fois que t'as compris. Donc là on en reprend. Et on va faire ça. Voilà. Et donc là, on va rechercher celui-là. Et avec celui-là, on charge et on casse. Et lui, il faut le tuer. Wow, wow, wow. Ça fait mal, hein. Voilà. Bon, on a eu chaud, mais maintenant on a compris comment ça fonctionne et on a peut-être perdu pas mal de vie à cause de ça.
Yes, thanks to you two.
Kainari? You make it sound...
It's that obvious, huh? Oh, recently the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even if that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were... This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already... And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase...
Huh?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar case... No, none that we know of.
Donc on va sûrement chercher après ça. Comment...
Have you heard of Irminsul? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface, although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading it. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then... The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom, because her consciousness is directly... And as for the withering, it's That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've...
Bon, on va retourner à la base. Et ce sera bon pour la vidéo d'aujourd'hui. J'espère que la semaine prochaine il y aura un peu moins de dialogue. Sachant que là je pense que je vais en couper un petit peu pour que ça aille plus vite.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back.
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. Huh. Wait, is that... Oh no, Hypatia!
C'est Apésia? Ah c'est...
What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon...
Oh, her?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face, huh?
Yes, allow me to explain. After which she must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go...
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait.
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Needless to say, I've got some emergency...
Bon allez, je vais aller l'aider.
You want us to bring her the rations?
On va aller l'aider.
Let's find out. Here, so, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? But wait, how'd you know?
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate... And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I did... That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't... Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire... My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Now,
Bon, finalement, on va peut-être pas aller l'aider. On ira l'aider la semaine prochaine parce que là on vient d'avoir des éléments de réponse que ce qu'on a vu la semaine passée c'était pas des hallucinations mais bel et bien vrai.
Your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of spirit borneal are...
That sounds nice and all, but will she really have...
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that... Please, wait here for a moment.
J'espère que la vidéo vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à lâcher un pouce bleu et à vous abonner, ça fait toujours plaisir. Moi je vais vous dire à la semaine prochaine, profitez bien de votre semaine, bon courage pour ceux qui travaillent, ciao!
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to... No. I should be...